Let's get real. In a world where everyone's screaming to be seen, the rarest power left is silence. The kind of silence that doesn't beg, doesn't chase, doesn't perform, it simply exists and pulls everything toward it. That's what this is about. Not manipulation. Not how to make them want you. This is about remembering what it means to be wanted without losing yourself in the process. It's about walking into a room or a relationship and knowing that your energy already speaks louder than your effort ever could. Because the truth is, we don't lose people because we're not enough. We lose ourselves because we forget that our presence was already the thing they came looking for. So stop hustling for love. Stop begging for crumbs. Stop performing just to be seen. Today, we reclaim the art of being. And it starts here, with 8 lessons that will remind you how powerful you already are. Lesson 1. Stop performing. You can't be loved for who you are if you keep acting like someone else. Most of us have been trained to perform, not out of vanity, but fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of being too much. You laugh at jokes that don't land. You nod when you want to scream. You post what you think they'll like. You become a curated version of yourself, a highlight reel, an illusion. But attraction dies where authenticity hides. People don't fall in love with perfection. They fall for presence, the kind that doesn't need applause to feel alive. Next time you find yourself rehearsing before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, what would I say if I wasn't afraid of losing them, and say that. When you stop performing, you stop begging for love and start becoming magnetic. Not because you're trying, but because truth has a vibration that pulls people in without effort. It's not performance that creates connection. It's permission, the permission to be seen, not staged. Lesson 2. Guard your attention. Your attention is currency. Spend it wisely. Every notification, every half-hearted text, every moment you stare at your screen waiting for someone to respond, that's energy leaking. Attention is the most expensive gift you have because whatever you give it to grows. You teach people how to treat you not through your words, but through your focus. If you reward inconsistency with attention, you'll keep getting inconsistency. If you reward respect with warmth, you'll keep getting love. Guarding your attention doesn't mean playing hard to get. It means knowing you're already worth getting. Don't chase someone's energy just to feel silence. Let silence reveal who was actually meant to stay. Remember, your attention should feel like a sunrise, not a flashlight. It's meant to illuminate, not to search. Lesson 3. Know your worth. Self-worth is not a performance. It's a presence. It's not in the mirror. It's not in the number of people who text you back. It's not in who desires you. It's in who you are when nobody does. So many of us measure our worth by how wanted we are. But attraction is not validation, it's reflection. If you need someone to want you just to feel whole, you'll keep attracting people who confirm your emptiness. Here's the truth. The people who don't choose you are not proof of your unworthiness. They're proof of your boundaries being tested. They're the universe's way of saying, not this one. When you know your worth, rejection doesn't wound you, it redirects you. Because the right one won't make you earn your place. They'll recognize that your presence was the gift all along. Lesson 4. Keep your life full. You are the main story, not the side plot. Attraction fades when dependency grows. The moment your joy begins to orbit around another person, your gravity weakens. That's not love, that's emptiness disguised as devotion. Keep your life full, full of movement, full of curiosity, full of you. Build a world that feels so alive that anyone who enters it feels lucky to be part of it. Have friends that remind you who you are, not who you're trying to impress. Have passions that feed you more than someone's attention ever could. The truth is, people don't chase those who are available. They chase those who are alive. And a full life, a truly full life, is the sexiest thing in the world. Lesson 5. Stop explaining yourself. The need to explain is the fear of being misunderstood. But peace doesn't live in convincing, it lives in clarity. If you said no, that's enough. If you set a boundary, you don't need a backstory. If they get you, explanation isn't needed. If they don't, explanation won't help. Stop giving away your calm just to make someone else comfortable. When you over-explain, you're not being kind, you're negotiating your worth. And worth doesn't need negotiation. Power isn't in being loud. It's in the calm confidence of someone who knows, I said what I said, speak simply, stand firmly, let silence do the heavy lifting. Lesson 6. Calm before you text. Impulse is the death of dignity. When you feel anxious, when you're waiting for a reply, replaying the last message, doubting your words. That's not intuition. That's attachment. That's fear. That's your nervous system begging for regulation. Don't text from that space. Breathe. Move. Journal. Walk. Return to yourself before you return to the screen. Because when you text to soothe anxiety, you make their attention your medicine. But when you wait until you're calm, you make your peace the foundation of every interaction. Respond from regulation, not reaction. That's how you stop chasing validation and start creating resonance. Lesson 7. Match their effort. Don't fall in love with potential. Fall in love with presence. We romanticize the idea of who someone could be, the better version, the healed version, the future version that will finally love us the way we deserve. But that fantasy keeps you hostage. Look at the pattern, not the promise. Energy doesn't lie. Consistency is communication. Match effort, not excuses. If they make space for you, meet them there. If they pull away, let them. Because energy is sacred, and every time you pour into someone who's half present, you teach your heart to accept half love. Stop watering what doesn't grow. Start walking where things bloom. Lesson 8. Raise your standard. This is the shift that changes everything. You stop chasing when you realize you were never supposed to. Your worth isn't something to be proved, it's something to be protected. Raise your standard, not out of arrogance, but reverence. You are the gatekeeper of your energy, the curator of who gets close. Ask yourself, does this connection expand me or drain me? Does it bring peace or perform chaos? Does it feel like home or like hunger? When you raise your standard, the world rises with you. Because people feel it when you've outgrown begging. They feel it when your silence says, I don't chase anymore. You stop auditioning for attention and you start radiating self-respect. And paradoxically, that's when attention finds you. Not the kind that drains, but the kind that mirrors your worth. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So become what you keep searching for. Be the calm you crave, the confidence you desire, the love you've been begging for in someone else's hands. The moment you stop chasing attention, you start becoming it. And when that happens, everything, the love, the respect, the peace, comes chasing you. Because you are not here to be chosen. You are here to choose.